Yo, welcome to StayWavyTV, your home for buckets, breakdowns, and straight up vibes. If it hoops, we cover it. Lock in, hit that subscribe, and ride the
Memphis
wave.
Grizzlies are officially done with their superstar point guard, Ja Morant. Teams can start making trades on December 15th. Ja Morant has missed the last 8 games for the Memphis Grizzlies. He was out with a grade 1 right calf strain, and the team expects him to be out for at least 2 more weeks. And listen, man, Ja Morant, he's caused a lot of problems for this team, right? He's had the whole gun shenanigans outside of basketball where he's waving guns and things of that nature. This season, he hasn't started off the season right. After his team lost to the Los Angeles Lakers, he called out his entire coaching staff, and because of that, he got suspended for a game, right? And Ja Morant, he's been unable to stay healthy for a full season. You know what I'm saying? He constantly has injuries, and the team is starting to look at him the same way as they looked at guys like Brandon Roy, Derrick Rose, players that pretty much got out of their prime too early due to constant injuries. Because when you look at how Ja Morant plays basketball, it's based off of his athleticism, his ability to get to the ring. I mean, this guy dunks on people. He's out here doing 360 layups. And because of these injuries, the Memphis Grizzlies are starting to feel like Ja Morant is past his best days in the NBA, even though he's only 26 years old. So let's get into this article from Yahoo Sports. Shout out to Yahoo Sports. It says the trade rumors swirling around Ja Morant have gained new energy as teams legally prepare to trade players starting December 15th. The 2025-26 season has not gone according to plan for Morant. Once viewed as the cornerstone and the face of the Memphis Grizzlies, his career has been marred in recent years by injuries and limited availability. The decline has followed him into this season, raising questions about his reliability and long-term value. Morant is sidelined with a grade 1 right calf strain, and the team expects will keep him out for at least 2 more weeks. As a result, he has missed Memphis' last 8 games, a troubling start for a franchise relying heavily on his production. Amid the growing noise of a potential trade, a league executive candidly assessed Morant's status. According to ESPN's Tim McMahon and Bobby Marks, the executive labeled the 2-time All-Star a liability, warning that Morant's large contract makes him a risky asset. The combination of pain in the ass, injuries prone, not that good anymore, and a big contract is a bad one, said an Eastern Conference executive, who added that he wouldn't want Morant on his roster regardless of salary, the report read. So that's the word going around the NBA, y'all. Like, people are looking at Ja Morant as a crash out and a YN. Let's just call it what it is. Like, the guy constantly has injuries. He's constantly doing things to get himself suspended, right? The gun situation, the calling out his entire coaching staff. And at age 26, he's not playing to the level that he should be playing at. The man's been in the league for 4 or 5 years now, and we still haven't seen that elevation in Ja Morant's talent. If anything, we've seen stagnation, right? Like, it seems like he's not getting better. He's actually getting worse. He's failed to improve his three-point shot. Because of his injuries, he's not looking as explosive going to the rim anymore. And at 26, bro, people just believe he's past his prime already, which is crazy. So Morant is only 26, but some talent evaluators around the league believe that his best years have already passed. Those skeptics compare Morant to Derrick Rose and John Wall, smaller guards who relied heavily on spectacular athleticism that was zapped by injuries, shortening their stints as superstars, the report said. And I think those are perfect comparisons, honestly. The numbers back up some of the concern. This season, Morant is averaging 17.9 points, 7.6 assists, and 3.5 rebounds per game, down significantly from his peak seasons. And the Grizzlies, who have started the season at 9-13, have struggled to stay afloat when he sits. Though the conference has not publicly committed to trading him and no trade is imminent, the tension between his declining output, repeated injuries, and high salary ensures the rumors will remain a major talking point as the mid-season trade window nears. Memphis is set to host the Los Angeles Clippers this Friday at 8 p.m. Now, if you're the Memphis Grizzlies, who would you try to get in return for Ja Morant, right? We know that the Minnesota Timberwolves are heavily interested in pursuing a Ja Morant, so you could potentially make a trade where you get a young Rob Dillingham who could possibly be the next starting point guard for your franchise. You know, he was one of the top draft picks when he was drafted last year. Who else would you get in that trade from the Minnesota Timberwolves? Let me know in the comment section. I think another team that should be interested in a Ja Morant is the Miami Heat. I think the Miami Heat is the perfect franchise that can help Ja Morant become a man. And I know that sounds crazy because Ja Morant is 26. He already has kids of his own. His father shows up to every game. But it's obvious that the people around Ja Morant have been unable to properly groom him into becoming a man and a superstar in the NBA. And I think if he came to the Miami Heat and he learned the Miami Heat culture with Pat Riley and Eric Spoelstra, I think Ja Morant would be forced to become the best version of himself. And listen, Miami is one of the top teams in the East. They started off the season very solid, even though they no longer have Jimmy Butler. And when you look at the Eastern Conference, bro, the Eastern Conference is wide open. You don't have to worry about a Tyrese Halliburton. You don't have to worry about a Damian Lillard on the Bucks anymore, right? He's out with an Achilles tear, but he also got traded to the Portland Trailblazers, right? You also don't have to worry about a Jason Tatum alongside of Jaylen Brown on the Boston Celtics. So if they can get Ja Morant right now before the playoffs start, right? I think Ja Morant would be a perfect fit for a team like the Miami Heat. But there's other teams out there that can use a point guard as well. You know, Houston, I wouldn't say Houston would make a trade for Ja because Fred VanVleet's going to come back next year, so there's no way that happens. But there's a couple teams out there that could make a trade for Ja Morant. There could be a situation where the Atlanta Hawks trade Trae Young for a Ja Morant. You know what I'm saying? Because Trae Young, he's been in trade rumors for the last 3 years playing for the Atlanta Hawks. So maybe Atlanta will finally, you know, get the balls to trade a Trae Young. And if you can get Trae Young for Ja Morant, I think that's a huge upgrade for the Memphis Grizzlies. So let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys want to see Ja Morant get traded to? Let me know in the comment section. It's your boy Wavy, StayWavyTV. Make sure y'all subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'm out.
Yeah, welcome to the vibe. Stay wavy in the mix, got the culture on the rise. Tap in, hit subscribe, ring that bell, let it ride. We gon' surf through the trends, give you game every time. Reviews, new views, keep it honest, never fake. If you're looking for the wave, this the channel you embrace. Stay